In the 1970s, Delta Air Lines explored various aircraft to support its growth as a major U.S. carrier. Among these, the McDonnell Douglas DC-10 played a short but significant role in the airline's history. Like many airlines, Delta sought a wide-body jet for transcontinental routes that was smaller than the Boeing 747 but larger than the narrow-body jets of the era. The DC-10, with a capacity of 250 passengers, fit the bill. Delta configured the aircraft with 46 first-class seats and 200 for coach seats, powered by 3 General Electric CF660 engines. This setup allowed the DC-10 to cruise at 564 miles per hour with a range of 3,130 miles. Initially, Delta planned to rely on the Lockheed L1011 TriStar. However, when Rolls-Royce, the engine manufacturer for the L1011, faced bankruptcy in 1970, Delta became concerned about potential delays. To ensure uninterrupted operations, the airline ordered 5 DC-10s as a contingency plan. Delta placed its DC-10 order on March 18, 1971. The aircraft, registered as an 601DA to an 605DA, were delivered between late 1972 and early 1973. Initially, they were sold to United Airlines and leased back by Delta until 1975. Delta introduced the DC-10 into service on December 15, 1972, with a flight from Atlanta to New York's LaGuardia Airport. The fleet soon operated on routes such as Chicago to Florida, Orlando, Tampa, Miami, and Atlanta East-West Coast connections, Atlanta, Dallas, and Los Angeles, and Northeast to Gulf States routes New York, Houston, and New Orleans. During their brief tenure, these aircraft covered extensive U.S. routes, providing Delta with critical flexibility during a challenging period. By late 1973, Delta began receiving the Lockheed L1011, allowing the airline to operate 3 wide-body jets simultaneously: the Boeing 747, the DC-10, and the L1011. However, the DC-10 fleet was short-lived, as Delta ended its use of the aircraft on May 1, 1975, returning the leased jets to United Airlines. Delta's relationship with the DC-10 wasn't entirely over, though. After merging with Western Airlines in 1987, Delta acquired 12 DC-10s that Western had operated since 1973. These planes were primarily used for domestic routes, including flights to Hawaii and Alaska, as well as a brief stint on London routes. The second era of DC-10 operations at Delta was even shorter. The airline retired the aircraft on December 1, 1988, marking the occasion with a ceremonial flight and a water salute for Captain Bob North, who was making his final journey after 34 years of service. While the DC-10 never became a cornerstone of Delta's fleet, it served as a reliable option during periods of uncertainty. With 3 primary variants, the Series 10 for domestic routes and Series 30 and 40 for intercontinental flights, the DC-10 was a versatile aircraft. Although production ended in 1990 and its use in commercial passenger service concluded in 2014, DC-10s remain active in cargo and military operations. Delta's experience with the DC-10 highlights its adaptability and strategic decision-making during a pivotal time in the airline's history.